Welcome to the first ever installment of Sean's View Entertainment's podcast right here on YouTube.com, where it's always prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Now, these are going to be different from my rumor, news, and headlines videos, and that's going to be a longer version. You're going to get an extended version of my thoughts, my opinions, my views on not only pro wrestling, but where I will address your comments, your messages. I will address your opinions. We will agree to disagree. We won't always be seeing it from the same angle, but that's okay, because here on Sean's View Entertainment, there will be no disqualifications and there will be no holding back. I will address everything and anything, all the burning questions, all the comments, all the statements, all the sentiments, everything that you want Sean's View Entertainment to talk about, I will on this. There may be some drama, there may be some antics, but it's primarily pro wrestling oriented. Whether we're talking about the past, the present, what we could expect in the future, this is just an extended version of my commentary right here. And if this video gets enough likes, comments, views, and if you share this video enough, I will think about continuing to do the podcast. It all depends on how successful this first one is. Like I said, a lot of people have demanded that I give a podcast. You want to hear a longer version of my thoughts and my opinions, and that's exactly what I'm going to give to you, the viewers. So thank you for coming on this ride. It's going to be a little bit longer than 3 to 5 minutes, so just sit back, grab a beverage, do whatever you got to do, because this is the show. All right, now what we're going to do right here is we're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste any time. We're not going to pull any punches. Right into it. The heat, the hatred, the criticism that I receive on this website. All right. First and foremost, people come on here in the IWC, YWC, and they have claimed to bury me. They have claimed that my credibility will never be the same again. That the liability, the longevity, all those things have been ruined, and that I have been buried to the point of no return. Well, that's fine. You can come on here and you can give your opinion, and you can think that you have buried me. Well, you see, all this heat that I generate here on this website, I really do elicit this real life heat because of what I've done in the past, and I have no one to blame but myself. I'll be the first to admit I made a lot of mistakes on here. I made a lot of ass-backward decisions. But once again, I have improved. I have greatly advanced my channel. I have done and made the proper adjustments to further the standard that Sean's View Entertainment wants to go to one day. Okay, all people can do is talk about my past and how I created so much drama and so many storylines and BS and pulling the wool over everyone's eyes and all these different things. And I understand that I was wrong. I have apologized. I have been a man, and I have owned up to my mistakes, because I am only human. Now, I don't expect everyone on this website to like me or to agree with me. I don't expect everyone to see things my way. But when you want to talk about trying to expel me, and you're doing everything in your power to delete me and flag me and death threats and trying to discourage me, you see, that doesn't work. That doesn't happen, because I have what they call protection. I have what they call a plan. I have what they call a vision. And that whole plan, that whole vision, that whole package is called machinima. They watch my channel. They monitor my channel like a hawk. So for all those trolls and haters and skeptics that want to flag my channel, and these are the same people that have claimed that they've buried me. These are the same people that have claimed that they don't like me and that they can't stand me and they don't like my content. But yet these same people will come onto my videos and they will still haunt me. They will still leave their comments. They will still leave their dislikes, because they know deep down that they can't do a damn thing to me. So they're going to try to do everything outside the box and try to, thrill me in ways that makes them happy. And it, gets underneath it thinks it's going to get me underneath the skin, and it's going to ruffle my feathers. Now, like I said, it gets to a point where it's almost as if it's stalking. There's a lot of people, and I'm not going to mention any names in IWC, YWC, but I have blocked numerous people in this community because they just can't leave enough alone. They just can't move on. They just can't accept the fact that I will never, ever leave YouTube.com. I don't know what I've ever done so bad to someone here in this community I've done storylines and antics. I've already said that. I've already said I'm sorry. I've owned up to it. I've matured. You gotta move on. And for all those people that keep flagging me multiple times a day, every single day, just so they can get the satisfaction of seeing me go off YouTube, it's never gonna happen. And you wanna know why? Because I have the protection of Machinima. They take those flags right off. You gotta understand right now, I put so much effort, I put so much time, I put so much dedication into what I talk about. But let's get into this whole burial thing. First of all, there's a lot of people who have misconceptions. There's a lot of people who are thrown off by what a burial is all about. So let's just get down to it. So, because for all the people that have come on here and cut a promo or a shoot or a burial promo on me, here's what a burial really means. It refers to the worked lowering regulation of a popular wrestler's status, which I'm not a wrestler, in the eyes of the fans, but here on the IWC, YWC, I'm regarded as a lot of different things. It is the act of a promoter or booker causing a wrestler to lose popularity by forcing him to lose in squash matches continuously and or participate in unentertaining or degrading storylines. It can be a form of punishment for real-life backstage disagreements or feuds between the wrestler and the booker, the wrestler falling out of favor with the company, or the wrestler receiving an unpopular gimmick that causes him to lose credibility regardless of win-loss and record. It is also a result of a company seeing a wrestler as having no potential or charisma. The term can also be applied to a wrestling company that jumps to the shark, rapidly loses ratings, fans, and finally becomes bankrupt. With Sean's Entertainment isn't jumping the shark. I'm not rapidly losing viewers. I'm not losing fans, and I'm sure as hell not about to go bankrupt. So for all the people that have come on here and they've buried me, if you've buried me so bad and that's bothered me so much, why am I still here? Why am I gaining more subscribers? Why am I gaining more viewers? Why am I getting more comments and messages than ever before? You claim that you've ruined my credibility. You've claimed that you've buried me 15 feet under in the ground, but yet here I still sit. Here I still stand. Here I still talk day in and day out, making a name for myself, establishing my channel, while you sure as hell still don't mind your own business. That's the biggest problem here in this community, is people don't mind other people's businesses. If you don't like someone's content, if you don't appreciate the dedication that they have, if you don't appreciate the hard work that they put into their channel, well then you have no business being on that person's channel. You need to focus on your channel. You need to focus on your own priorities. It doesn't matter if you live by yourself. It doesn't matter if you live with your mother. It doesn't matter how you support your life. It doesn't matter what you do. The bottom line is that I come on here every single day, and this is my motivation. It's my passion, it's my enthusiasm to get where I want to go. So for everyone here in this community that wants to see me gone and dead and deleted and depleted and what have you, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to deal with the fact, and the fact of the matter is this, is that I am here to stay, because I have a ironclad contract with Machinima where it says I am never leaving. Now that doesn't mean I can come on here and do a bunch of profanity and call people a bunch of names and whatever, but I'm just coming out here and laying out the truth. I'm coming out here and laying out a game plan here, and my game plan is to be the very best here on YouTube.com. Now, the heat that I get on this website refers to legitimate personal animosity between people in the wrestling business. Now, once again, this refers to the internet wrestling community and the personal animosity that exists between you and on me. Now, this is sometimes referred to as legit heat or simply heat. An example of legit heat was the feud between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels in the mid-90s. And I'm just trying to relate all this to what's going on with me. In professional wrestling, heat refers to both crowd reaction and real-life animosity between those involved in the wrestling business. But of course, we're going to turn that into the IWC, YWC. In terms of crowd reaction, heat is usually either cheers for a babyface or boos for a heel. The amount of heat a wrestler generates is often an accurate gauge of his popularity. And like I said, a lot of people deem me as the John Cena of this website because of all the heat that I generate and all the hate and polarizing effect. But yet, here's the thing at the end of the day. people are still watching and people are still viewing my videos. Now, once again, you don't have to like what I say. You don't have to agree with my opinions. But when it comes to the point where you're coming on here and you're making it your life and you're making it your business to do everything in your power to have me eliminated from YouTube.com, what does that really accomplish in the end? What does that really do for your credibility? How does that make you look? Especially that I have come on here and I've said I've made mistakes. I'm a man and I know I've done wrong. I know I've done things I'll regret, things that I can never take back. But you need to mature up, you need to man up, you need to get over yourself, and you need to set your priorities at the door. You need to realize that in life isn't fair. And sometimes you're going to see things that you like and some things that you don't like. And if you don't like my presentation, if you don't like my personality, if you don't like what I bring to the table, well, then you ain't got no reason to be on my channel. You want to dictate my momentum. You want to dictate my future. This is my future. This is my job. This is my life. I will tell you straight out right now. I will pull no punches. There is nothing else I have. This is it. This is my world. This is what Sean's View Entertainment has been built upon. And this is the Sean's View Entertainment podcast, where once again, there is no disqualification. There is no holding back. We will discuss wrestling. We will discuss topics. We will discuss trending now topics. I will address your comments and your opinions. If you want a topic for me to talk about, I will gladly talk about it on the podcast. Now, I know podcasts sometimes can go an hour to 2 hours. Mine probably aren't going to go that long depending on what I am talking about. But I just want to let everyone know right now, I just want to save face. I just want to level with you people. I'm not asking you to be my friend. I'm not asking you to send me a birthday card. I'm not asking you to exchange Christmas cards or text me. I'm just asking that if you can level with me. I'm just asking that if you can just move on for once in your life. Move on and realize that I have improved. I have made gains. And for all the people that want to say that I have bought subscribers or I've done sub for sub, right now you need to take that and take it out the window. Because once again, I am with a highly credible company in Machinima. And if I was buying off subscribers, or if I was doing sub for sub, or if I was a sub whore, I would be off Machinima because they do not go for that. Machinima, the rules and the regulations, it's right in the contract. You cannot do anything that will, enhance the subscriber base by doing it in a fake way. There is nothing fake. I am going to make sure I come on here and I be legit and I be real. So I just wanted to get this off my chest. I know I didn't really go into pro wrestling in this video, but it's something that needed to get out there. I know I've done this in numerous rants, but this is a little bit more calmer version. This is the version of Sean's Entertainment where I can sit down, I can gather my thoughts, my opinions, without having to go absolutely crazy. So once again, if you don't like me, if you don't support me, that's fine. If you do like me and you're on this journey, you're on this ride, keep subscribing, keep sharing my videos all over the entire internet, especially this one. And if you want these podcasts to continue, please like the video, subscribe, leave your comments, and thank you for watching Sean's Entertainment's podcast. I hope to do more in the future. It relies on you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving. Thank you very much.